Set your butane torches to high and your expectations to low. Coming to you from the cigar cave in the hills of the Steel City. Get ready to get your fix. This is the Cigar Junkies Podcast.
Welcome to the Cigar Junkies Podcast.
The cigar show for the community, by the community.
A forum that talks stogies, booze, food, and anything else in the cigar lifestyle.
If you're looking for ratings, negativity, or an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place.
Whether you like what you hear or not, please join the conversation and let us know by finding us
at the Cigar Junkies Facebook group
or contacting us at thecigarjunkies@gmail.com.
What's up, junkies? It is a miracle, but we're here.
It's a Christmas
Somehow.
miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a junkie miracle.
It's good. It's ways.
Hey.
I just go a different direction. Instead of the approval side of thing, I just be like, yeah, man, whatever.
Indeed.
Whatever.
Hell yeah. So what's dragging you down today, Sam? It's therapy time.
Just the permit shit.
Yeah.
I'm still fighting the same stuff now.
Fucking bullshit, man.
It's just the
bureaucrats.
The amount of things that are out of my control with the shop right now that I'm fighting with is just amazing to me.
You know how I know that you hit a stall and how you're winding down the amount of work to do is because suddenly you're putting work into the junkies, which I appreciate. I appreciate that about you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta back off a little bit because my YouTube channel for just the tip has 60 videos that all need comments, titles, edits, all that crap done. So I gotta start getting that knocked out. But
I mean,
I figured I'd give some love to the junkies before I went back over to that side.
Yeah, it's fine.
Before I dove all the way in.
I just like your head being in the headspace of the junkies because there's two heads in that logo.
Oh yeah.
But for a while, it's felt more like one, and that's not your fault.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm busy.
You.
I know.
I missed you.
Yeah, it's just there's I think there's only like there's probably 5 hours of work at the shop that I can do by myself right now. Like that's it. That's all I have left that I can do as far as like construction goes. And then I can start moving furniture and stuff in, but I can't really because I got stuff that's going to make a mess that I can't do yet that I'm going to have to do after permits.
I won't ask for details if you don't want to share them, but did you make the drive? The drive up to the Butler area?
Yeah. We're still talking, so I don't know how that's going yet.
Leaning one way or the other? Think it's gonna work out for you?
Some things for sure.
That's good.
Yeah, some things are going to work out, but other
waste
parts of
your
it are
time.
possible to not work out. Most of it's probably not going to work out. Just he knows he's got good products, and I gave him an offer.
You know you have no money,
and I told him I was like, "Look, dude, here's what I can offer you for it."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm sorry," and I was like, "No, I just as long as you're not offended, I don't mean to be rude. Like I'm still taking this, and this, but
yeah.
So
The main thing.
yeah, I got that stuff.
That's cool.
That's
What you really needed.
Yeah, once I actually have it, then we'll talk about it. And then the other thing was I had a rep call me today. I'm not going to say the company, but he called and he's like, to open an account with us, you have to get 3 facings of this cigar. So 3 sizes of this cigar, 4 sizes of this cigar, and 5 sizes of this cigar. And that's what you have to buy to open an account. I'm like, I'm not putting 5 sizes of.
You know what that is? It's a triangle, which is what?
A pyramid. And that's what. And I asked him, I was like, dude, why do you think I would do that? And he's like, well, these are our top sellers. I said, I know, but you sell on Holtz and Cigars International and Cigar Bid. Like you sell a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't my shop. So like, I don't care what your research says. I don't want 5 of the same cigar when I open. Now, if there's a request for it, I'll carry it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, but I'm not giving, even like with Rocky Patel, they don't tell you what you have to carry.
Yeah.
They tell you how many you have to have. And that, fine. If that's what you want to make, to show a commitment, I understand having a facing minimum to some extent.
I'd like 15 boxes of the Petite Corona.
Well, not so, but like but they don't tell you what you have to buy.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, you have to buy this package to open. He's like, you can pick which sizes, but you have to buy these 3 cigars and this many of each. And I'm like, the 2 main cigars that I'm calling you to have aren't on that list.
Yeah.
I'm like, so, like if we can sub some out, and the ones that I want are both pricier.
You know what the best thing about cigar brands is? There's so many of them.
Uh-huh.
There's so
well, that's what I
many
told
of
him. I was like, I don't mean to be rude. And
the audacity on you to think that I need you.
Yeah, especially when like you sell to wholesalers who sell to me.
Right.
Like, okay, so I'll go get what I want instead. It's like saying, hey, you have to buy,
They call him
a
the
family meal
backdoor
every
man.
time. Yeah, like you have to buy the family meal, to be able to get nuggets. Well, no, I just gonna buy the chicken nuggets. I'm not buying the whole thing. This is dumb.
Yeah.
So that was the fun part of my day today. Mr. Perry, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Yeah.
All
But
right,
and
then.
I will give the salesman credit. He took it the way that I meant it, which was like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not doing that. And he's like, okay, like, cool. I said, please still send me the package so that I know what it is and I have it in my records for the future. And he's like, yeah. He's like, and I'll call you every couple months and see where you stand, and we'll go. Perfect. Like, no
That's
bad
fair.
blood over it.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
How about you, buddy?
It's been a week full of work, and in that work, we've had ridiculous equipment damage, minor equipment damage, drug tests, failed sobriety tests, firearms, and psychotic breaks.
All in 1 week.
Oh yes, it's been a week.
Are you working tomorrow?
I am not.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Well,
but wait, there's more.
define work, because I
Right.
will be working, but not at my job.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because that place is a fucking mess.
it is. It is not good right now.
Yeah, and the best part is I had 3 a.m. starts the last 2 days, so like that's always awesome. Actually, it had, that part wasn't even nearly so bad, because I figured out that, like, man, I really do run good on that oil field schedule.
Yeah.
12-hour shifts. I mean, yeah, I could take 8, but like that 4-hour sleep thing, like for some reason I run so good on it.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing is just physically I feel okay. I feel good, like comparatively to where I normally am, because if I have more than 4 hours of sleep, you get comfortable. And when you're stagnant and you wake up, you feel like trash. Particularly me with the issues that I
have.
have.
Magic level of it, like
Yeah, it's like there's enough rest that is like, okay, that's sufficient to operate on for a while. I think ideally I'd get like 4 hours of sleep, come home from work, sleep for an hour for like a nap, and then kind of do my thing. But whatever the balance is, at least physically, I feel pretty decent. So,
Yeah. No, dude, I dig it. It's cool that at least that part feels good. So all this chaos just like happened at one. How many of those were common issues between one person? Like your psychotic break, firearm, sobriety test.
Okay, sobriety test and firearm went together.
Okay.
Yeah, after the fail, there was a vehicle search.
Oh, okay.
In which more booze was found, as well as a firearm. Yeah. Then the psychotic break happened with the very, very large damage. And then there was a minor damage with the past tests and stuff. So it was like, but that the big physical damage has changed the way we have to operate for a little while until a structural shop can get in and repair those damages. Oh, not to mention a disciplinary hearing that I had to attend in between. A little out of proportion, but hey, it was just kind of, I think, get the message across kind of thing. I don't have control over how that's done.
Yeah, once it gets there,
but I have to attend, which sucks, because when you're sitting there, you're like, you feel like I felt like a cop that caught a guy with like a dime bag in his pocket, and then like sitting in the courtroom while the prosecutor's trying to put him away for fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a little unnecessary.
And you're the
guys.
one catching the bad eye,
Like,
the daggered eyes.
you couldn't, like, I'm trying to do my job good, right? But can't you just like throw like a couple $100 fine at him and leave him alone?
Right.
You
Just
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
no, let's take away your freedom and shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
he broke the rules. Okay, we know that.
yeah,
But,
right.
It's his first. Well, I'm not going to assume anything, but it's his first.
it was relatively
Yeah,
the case.
like
not a troublemaker. Like an attitude kind of guy, like a sandpapery guy.
Yeah.
But also my favorite for that reason, because even though sometimes it butts up against a little too hard and makes things kind of a pain in the ass, and for the most part, I just find it amusing.
It's normally something you appreciate about him.
It's like, oh, hey there, grumpy cat. Are we grumpy again today?
Yeah. Dude, I love doing that.
Yeah.
And you got to watch, because if you catch him on the wrong day, It's not so good, but yeah, for the most part. What's up, Grumpy Cat? Always works out well.
For the most part, for example, is this cat come in one day and it was one of the worst moods I've ever seen, ever. And one time when he was in bad mood, I was like, yo, what's wrong, man? He's like, all this shit's going on, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I forgot my Swedish fish. And I'm like, I put that in my back pocket.
Yep.
So I bought a big bag of Swedish fish and kept him in my office for a special occasion. He come in the worst mood I ever seen him in. And I was like, all right, this is going to go really well or really bad.
Yeah.
And so I go in there and I was like, come on, Grumpy Cat. Like, I don't call him that, but for anonymity, we're going to stick with that. So I'm like, what's up, Grumpy Cat? Like, what's got you so down today? And he's like, man, rah, 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 rah. And I said, I got the solution to all your problems. He's like, yeah, I don't see how that's possible, but go ahead, take a shot at it. And I was like, Swedish fish. And he was like,
okay.
yeah, all right.
We're good now, bud.
Fair enough. And I was like, yeah,
Did you try the Swedish fish jelly beans?
No. Yeah.
You need to do it.
This is the one, though, that has sea turtles in it as well.
Oh.
Yeah. 7-Eleven specialty. I don't know, but
Nice.
like it went over real big. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. He's like, where can I get just the sea turtles? You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Sea turtles, mate.
This thing's little.
Yeah.
It's really little.
Let's find out what it is before we're done with the first one, because we got 3 of these bad boys to get to.
It's time for the Cigar of the Week, brought to you by Leaning House Fine Cigars. The Leaning House is your destination for the ultimate cigar smoking experience. Whether you're exploring their wide selection of premium cigars, unwinding in their comfortable lounge, or enjoying live music on one of the most unique and intimate live music venues in the burg, the house has something for everyone. Do you want to try the stick we're smoking today? Stop by leaninghousefinecigars.com or visit Dave in Bell Vernon or Heidi in Brownsville. Wherever you are, make the house your home for premium cigars.
Unless you want the whole package. Otherwise, make that your house, your home, your home for your house.
I don't know how much longer we're gonna be seeing Heidi either.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be that's something that might be coming down the pike.
Drama. All right,
No,
kids.
No drama, all good stuff.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So depending on which your selection is, you could have 3 different wrappers on today's cigars. We are smoking the Rojas Breakfast Tacos. The size is a 4.5 by 46 Petite Solomon.
Ooh.
That's special, I got to tell you. And the wrapper, well, it could be an Ecuadorian Sumatra. It could be a San Andreas Mindoro, or it could be an Ecuadorian Connecticut. The options are there.
I'm just showing how little the
They're
thing is.
numerous.
Like it's a whittle guy.
That's the pinky.
Yeah,
That's the pinky.
and the brain.
No matter which wrapper you choose, the cigar is going to feature Nicaraguan fillers and binders. Brum, bum, bum. Hell yeah. So just to get into it, the breakfast taco line will use the same basic artwork design as the street tacos line, but it'll change the words and the colors on the band. Each size will be no, there's not each size. There's one size. It'll be offered in bundles of 30 cigars with display trays available to retailers. I enjoys that. I like a good display tray.
It doesn't change the words on the band.
Oh,
I thought it did too. No. That wasn't
lying then, maybe.
Yeah, somebody
Perhaps.
you got bad.
It says
info.
breakfast right on it.
Yeah, they both say breakfast taco.
Right. But
Oh, you're saying compared
the
to
breakfast
compared to
part,
the
instead of street taco, the breakfast
well,
taco.
I was like carnitas, barbacoa,
Yeah,
but all 3 of them say that they're the same band ish.
in other words, it's very similar to a way where you may complain of going like, okay, looks exactly like that, but guess what? You're not going to confuse them because they are tiny.
Yep. And Seneca just said, he's like, they did it right. Quick little morning smoke and called it breakfast. Dude, I'm with you. Also, like, if you're one of those that does like quick smokes in the winter and wants to go outside for it, because they are quick. I mean, we're not far into this, and these things are.
What I will say is I consider a good and a bad light to this. The price range is not terrible for the quality that you get out of this cigar because it's really good.
Yeah, it's very much.
We're smoking the lightest one. That's not my jam.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. The size suits the blend. It's incredibly well made, which is appropriate because Rojas is what?
Small ring gauge only.
And
he's got it written on
Right.
all his bands now.
100%.
Cool.
So, yes.
Oh.
However,
Sorry.
could be just a tiny bit cheaper for my liking
Yeah.
for the size that you're getting out of it.
Yeah, but the quality's there. I'm with you. Yeah.
How many doll hairs would you think you'd have to exchange for one of these bad boys?
One for your beer hand, so one additional. So
Oh.
this one plus a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have said a number. We didn't
Yeah.
get anywhere close to like running it together. I think we would have been all right, but okay.
No, I had like
Six.
I had like 6 options there.
What's Mexican for 6? Siete?
Cinco, un, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, siete.
Siete.
Yeah. Siete.
Siete. Yeah.
Seis.
So,
Ocho.
yeah, I mean, like, it's not.
No, it's
not
delicious.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But
like
a
I
little
said,
much.
if it's something like you're going to do for, if you know, in the wintertime, you don't have a place to smoke indoors, but you want a good quality stick that's quick, that I can't think of anything better. And price point matches at it.
Here's
as opposed
what
to buying a cigar for this price or a little bit more that you're going to waste half of. I think retro on it's fantastic, but we're on the lightest one so far.
Yeah, and I agree. It is very nice retro. Just enough to let you know it's there without being unpleasant or uncomfortable. What I would like to see is a significant cost savings on a 5-pack or a 10-pack. Like, you know, if you go,
buying them
okay,
in bulk, yeah.
you go, hey, I'm going to grab 5 of these, and these are going to be my quick smokes when I'm hanging with people that are cigarette smokers or whatever, or it's cold outside and I just want to get them in real quick. Give a break, I would say, on like a multi-pack.
Yeah.
And I would call it good. Yeah.
Sorry, you sent me straight to 5th, though.
You get a button.
I understood that reference.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
We're picking up what we're putting down, and what we're not putting down is these cigars.
No, you can't, because they'll be gone by the time you pick them back up.
Well, it is food.
They're really good.
I'm liking it a lot. I do have a rule when it comes to food, and it's not entirely universal, but it can be translated multiple ways. But the basic idea is you never put down a sandwich,
Right.
and you never put down a taco. For the same reason, you lose your structural integrity. It's a mess.
Now, Ryan asked if it's the same as the carnitas. I'd say it's different.
Yeah,
I mean, it's similar to the carnitas, but it's not.
Here's the thing that I think that you're going to have,
because the
with
size
all
format,
of these, the size
it changes,
just explodes everything. You know what I mean?
And it comes off the bat, like, it's definitely stronger than the carnitas. For this, you know, because the wrappers are similar on these two.
Not to mention the fact that it's got the little Solomon size
Right.
to it, so you
get that
like
nice wrapper at the beginning. Which pops it.
Yeah, you're gonna get that transitions, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, you can feel it. I mean, it's
Coming
delicious.
in the air
I don't know about
tonight.
how much did you take off the end of yours?
Pretty minute.
Yeah.
I kept it small.
Yeah, so I mean, equivalent to what I've
You
got.
got
there.
the JJ.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, as far as diameter, you could potentially go with a smaller cut on this, and maybe that might actually help. I'll try it on the next one, but like go with a smaller cut and see if it increases.
I mean,
flavor profile on a little bit. I mean, we both have a standard cut that we go with. Like, I go this far in, like this ring gauge, I want this much.
I mean, I think I left it. I think I went.
I think you cut it
relatively
exactly
short.
where it's designed to be cut. Like,
Yeah.
you've got,
I mean,
you've got just over half the wrapper.
What do you got there? About a Lancero opening?
Yeah, I'd say somewhere between a 32 and a 38, like on that scale-ish.
On that note,
yeah, you could be a tenth of an inch more or less.
I've heard that before. Not the less.
She wishes I could be a tenth more.
Yeah,
would be
she
like
wishes I could be a 10.
Yeah, 10 a fucking 10. What movie was that?
I don't know.
10 a fucking 10.
Just a tip. Cut
Oh, it
off.
was the football movie in Texas. Crap.
Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues. Yeah,
I never really watched that movie.
yeah.
But there's enough references to it.
The big heavy guy. He's sitting there. He's like, "She's a 10, a fucking 10." He gets all excited about it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I've been saying it for a long time. I never remember what it's from.
Maybe I did see that movie. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Is that the one that's got Dawson in it? The Dawson?
Yeah, I think he's the main character.
Yeah. Sounds right.
He doesn't have his creek.
Doesn't he have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in his head? In his helmet? I think that's Little Giants. Little Giants.
I was gonna say I don't think it's that movie, but it could actually be that movie, and I'd be wrong.
That's a good movie. Ed
Did you-
O'Neill.
Yeah. Oh, dude. That was a favorite of mine as a kid too,
Yeah.
because like I was probably 10 when that came out.
There were some good ones, man.
Yeah.
The Big Green,
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, the Mighty
They
Duck Man
knew
himself.
how to make that shit back in the day.
Mighty Duckman, I swear to God, I was there. I was like, Emilio!
So
got a
dumb.
little
Every
real.
time. I love
Every
it.
time.
Every time. Man.
Every time. Hell yeah.
No,
Oh,
oh.
bro's got to run.
Huh?
Earl's running away.
Oh, bye,
Yeah,
Earl. Thanks for
it's
stopping in, brother. We appreciate having you. Earl's gotta die.
I mean, something else.
Annie's got a gun. Sorry. Is it Annie?
Janie. Annie, are you okay?
Annie, are you okay?
No, she got a gun, motherfucker.
she got your ass. You
And
done
and
now.
a psychotic break.
Janie's got a gun.
Dung, dung, dung. Did you not go to mine? Why didn't you do a switch up, Holmes?
Oh, no.
It's right past.
Yeah.
No?
I'll get there. I
Come
don't, that one was this far away. It was that I don't have to even like leave the frame.
It's been a rough
Yours
week.
I have to like lean.
It's been a rough week if you're a Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really hasn't. We got a lot done yesterday. We got almost all the trims up in the lounge area now.
Yep.
Almost all the paint's
I mean,
done.
kind of seemed like your dad was doing that though.
Yeah, but I'm doing
So is it
other
we?
things at the same time. So
You
it's
were in the
kinda-
vicinity.
Yeah.
So you're picking up experience just from being in the group.
nice little Warcraft or whatever reference on that one, buddy.
I figure he was a game streamer. That was definitely who I was.
Oh yeah, you were
In
that
any
guy?
like I never played that style game, but that is who I am in real life.
Run and gun.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm fucking going in, bro.
Yeah, like my brother-in-law said something about because we were doing a production meeting for the other show yesterday, and he was like, I don't know, man. Like, I think you should just be more involved and not just for like comedic purposes, comedic relief and shit. And I was like, well, bro, like that's not my aim. That's my fucking personality. That's who I am. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't
ask
ask me to change me, man.
if it pops into my head and I come in hard at it, it's like, oh, I think something's amusing. Well,
Yeah. Then you're sticking with it. Yeah.
yeah. And particularly the other show's got four hosts, so like, and I think there's a nice variety in that panel.
Yeah.
And what I like about shows that are set up that way is when you have a diversity into it. Like sometimes you'd be like, oh, fucking goddamn it, shut up to that person, but you still kind of love them in a way.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I like that. Like, I'll pick up, be like, oh, I like this guy. I like this guy above the other ones. Like that's the person I relate to. So I think that diversity is very helpful. You're gonna catch more fish that way.
There's a couple, like podcasts and shows and stuff like that where, you got 3 or 4 people on there and it's great, but like you have your guy that like, I'm watching it for this guy. Like he cracks me up. That's why I'm watching it. And then you get an episode where like he just doesn't talk the whole time. Like and it's not his fault that we did anything wrong, but like the natural flow just didn't include him. And you're sitting there like, was he gonna? Come on, but
This is like fucking the episode of The Simpsons when they got the two mafias fighting, and one of them's the Japanese mafia versus the Italian mafia. It's like, oh, come on, let's go in and get out of here. It's like, no, that little guy hasn't done anything yet, and you just know when he does it, it's gonna be great. And then they go inside and you hear, and you're like, damn it,
we missed it.
So yeah, I don't know. We first of all, so we're doing show reactions to like TV shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I'm the organic person. Everybody else is doing prep for that show. I don't have it in me to do prep for another show.
Right.
I do prep for this one. It's not a lot, but I mean, it's something. And then I have to do post. I got to do post on that show too, but I got a little bit more to do behind the scenes for camera switches and stuff. So it's like, I don't want to overload myself. So what I kind of do is I'll watch the thing one time. I don't do rewatches. I don't take notes, but I respond organically to the other things that are going on in the podcast. And like, I feel like that's a good representation for somebody that's only watched something once. It's like, oh, I watched it once. I'm not like deep diving here and shit. Like I'm your guy.
You're not breaking down the whole episode and all that.
But the thing that sucks for that show is it's not this show.
Yeah.
Because this show, this is my shit. Like I own this. It's what I want it to be. It's what I say it is. And so I can be me and go off the fucking rails. And that's what this is. This is chill, fucking goofy, be wherever you want.
Fuck off, call it a day.
But when you got like people dying in droves and fucking like a really serious, beautiful homosexual scene, like I want to jump all over that shit and be like, you always get mounted in Vegas and shit.
Can't say anything because you're just like, oh, this is a serious
you got to
show
worry
where
about feelings and
we
shit.
have to talk in the right tone of voice. Really
You're not appreciating IP.
Yeah.
So I'm a little more reserved, I guess. But the one thing I did want to do was, and this is it. I'm going to close this out and we can move on to like this show.
You're good.
But the one thing that I did want to do was, because we're kind of did it like a name for the first show was The Last of Ians for The Last of Us, which I thought was clever and cool. But then when we decided to go beyond that show, it's like, okay, we've got to have a through line so that people are like,
It's the same
jump
group
on
of people.
the next time we come on and we're like, okay, we're going to watch this show now. Like we're doing House of the Dragons next. It's like, you want to understand that it's the same people. It's the same show, just a different topic. So I think what we settled on was Couch Junkies.
Couch Junkies. Nice.
Yeah. So now I have the through line that way too. And I'm trying to go like, what would be really fun is if after the intro music, we'll want, what's up, Junkies? And I don't think they're feeling it.
They're not. What's up, Junkies? And now in this episode where so-and-so dies with their head being, like, what? Okay, yeah, it doesn't fit.
I mean, let me know out there, guys. But I feel like that What's Up, Junkies is like our intro says it straight up, like this show is for the listener. However, I feel like that's our way of like going, okay, this is what we are. Me and Sam are not the junkies. We are all the junkies. If you're listening, you're the junkie.
You're
if
a
you're watching,
junkie.
you're the junkie. If you're in the group, you're junkie. Like it is all of us, right? We are just the face of that, or like the focal point or whatever.
Which is why we talk to you guys.
But we're trying to represent everybody, and you're all included. This is your show as much as it is ours. And I don't know. I really like that shit,
Yeah, dude. I did have a good part of my day today. I just thought about it while we were talking here, and
Your pants a little wet still.
oh yeah.
How is Seth?
I got my Aladino order in,
Okay.
so I got 2 boxes of everything that they offer from them.
Yeah.
I
Because
got-
fucking you ain't got to worry about selling. Because if it don't sell to somebody, I know somebody.
it will find a place. But I got everything they offered in Elegante. I got one of.
Yeah.
And then I got Black Label, Blackwork Studios, Dissident, and Emilio. I got the 4 of them in, which they're all distributed by the same company, but I got those all in, so I was pretty happy about that.
I almost left one.
Oh no!
In case anybody out there was wondering, this box was full 2 weeks ago.
By the way, I got 2 more boxes in today.
The other box actually has a few out of it, so I'm actually a little ahead of schedule for 2 boxes a week, which Sam is just so fucking excited.
I'm fine with it. Pretty soon we're gonna be doing the Elegante, because the vintage Elegante, because I haven't had it yet.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm like,
fair
all
enough.
right, well, I got a box of them. Just Tip will bring that one in.
That's right. Yeah, it's like Sam's like, the quantity's good, right? The more I do, the better, because you're
don't
making
push you
your
to
mon-
smoke more.
You're
but
making your money off of me in quantity. And it's like if I'm gonna give you a discount, smoke more than motherfuckers.
you just keep smoking them, buddy.
I think Shannon lets him in at night, and he comes into the bed and he's like, more Dinos.
You need to wake up and smoke another one.
That's right.
Why
And I do.
Why are you sleeping 8 hours? Sleep 4 and smoke more. That's 4 more hours of cigars that you can smoke. Get your ass out of bed and smoke more cigars.
That's a commercial right there. Why sleep 8 hours? You could smoke or sleep 4 and smoke more.
Yeah, imagine how many more Rothschilds you could smoke if you only smoked 4 or slept 4.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or you could be like, don't save your money. Be poor and smoke more. I see that. So it doesn't.
Poor.
It doesn't
smoke more.
directly translate for me, but I've been seeing this thing gets passed around through the groups lately. That's like fucking people. It's like a picture of a humidor or something. It's like people look at my cigar collection and go, "Oh, you're rich." And say, no, I'm just irresponsible.
First time I saw that, I sent it to a couple people, and I was like, "So which one am I? Like, am I irresponsible or not? That's my question here. Like, am I irresponsible? Because I got a lot of cigars now.
Yeah,
with today,
it depends on how many smoke. How many do you smoke?
Not many.
Then no, you're boring.
Yeah,
you're boring.
I smoked a lot this week though, because I had that drive up to Beaver or up to Butler, and I think I went through 5 or 6 cigars that day because it was just like constant.
Don't get me wrong, like you're the respectable one and you're the pretty one, but I think people are here to see their train wreck. You know what I mean?
Watch
like,
this shit show just go.
It's like, yeah, no, that Johnny Knoxville, he's good looking, but let's see what Steve-O's gonna do.
Oh, what's Chris
I
putting up
guess
his ass this week?
I'd be more like Wee Man.
Wee
Steve-O.
No, I did smoke a lot this week, which was nice.
Define a whole lot. Cory a lot?
Well, I don't know, because I smoked mostly Toros, so each one's 2 years.
That's not true.
No, I've been
You got like 2 inches, or 1.5 inches, 2 inches, because mine are 4.5.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. What did I? Let's say for the week. I mean, I didn't smoke 25 this week, so no. So no, I don't
That's
have
right.
you on that.
That's right. So yeah, I'm on 3+ a day if you do the math.
I mean, so what are we counting these as? Are these going to be 3 or is this going to be 1 smoke for this? Like it's 3
I feel
different
like
cigars,
this is
but
like
I'm gonna
2/3 of a
yeah,
Dino for me.
like that's a, between like those 2 plus 1, like that's a cigar.
This is
It's fucking delicious. I smashed that first one.
this is what happens if you measure from the top.
Ain't nothing but hurt feelings in these motherfuckers. Which one are we doing next?
You said you wanted to go by darkness, so
yeah, but
you're gonna save that fucking dude. That is dark.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the
That
San
is
Andreas, right?
oscuro. I would imagine so, based on my interpretation, because you have an Ecuadorian shade and Ecuadorian. This has got to be the Ecuadorian Sumatra.
Right.
Absolutely. Does it not say
Some
this?
of the Sumatras.
I mean, there's a good differentiation between the colors.
Yeah, I'm
which
gonna
is
I'm gonna
nice.
go with it's probably the Sumatra is the more paled out wrapper too, or
Paled
band.
out.
Rapper band.
It
just pales in comparison.
Yeah, the other one. I mean, definitely. I don't know. It's not very toothy though for San Andreas.
Two-Face.
He's not so toothy. I am gonna cut this one a little bit less and see how it goes. I'm gonna cut some Mo off.
Poor Mo.
Poor Mo.
Poor Mo. Give us
Not
some money.
no Mo. Not no Mo.
Oh yeah. How's about we gonna do a
Okay,
segment?
that was a lot less.
No. Yeah.
that was
okay.
that was a lot less.
That was a lot less. Can you get to draw? Well, you got to wait till you light it, probably.
Yeah, that's a. We're gonna try it.
If it don't work, do a cross.
I just did a little tiny VJJ. No, I mean it's small enough that I can just take another bigger chunk out of it.
Yeah, you're only fitting a tip in that.
Just the tip, just for a second.
Mhm.
You know what? These are good segment cigars.
You gotta-
Smoke one segment. Smoke one
That's
segment.
right.
Smoke one.
Segmentation.
Rolling through.
I say you rip them off.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Segment cigars.
Actually, I say we rip them off because you're going to do your own thing. When we get to the Junkies line, we'll rip off the size and we'll call it the segment.
That's not enough. I can't draw on that at all.
You know what I'm having trouble too, and I've got a lot more.
Oh, is it just tighter?
It might be. We might have to get off the initial burn and get it to open up.
Yeah, mine's
That first draw was so good. This is non-existent.
mine's not smokable. But
It's it is non-existent. For
I
me
took
as well.
nothing off there. Yeah, it's tough. It's lit, but it's.
All right, kids, don't try this at home. I am a junkie. Sam's gonna talk while he lights a cigar, 'cause I can't talk to you.
I was busy lighting. Sorry, I wasn't talking.
I know. I'm experimenting. We were going to find out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Or did it? You'll get there when you pass it.
Yeah.
I opened mine up for just to see
purposes. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't have it in me to fight it,
dude. It's Rojas. Like the quality's there. It's just getting past. So all the issue is, guys, that Salomon, the way that it comes down to the tip there. They're super tight. I mean, I've had other ones that did that, but with this petite Salomon thing, is that what they called it? What they call it?
Yeah, petite Salomon.
Yeah, it is very petite.
With this cigar, you do not skip; just burn through the tip. Mm-hmm. We're both smoking. Nobody's talking. That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Shall we?
Silence is not terrible. Yeah, it's
super tight.
Super tight isn't a bad thing.
Yeah. You never answered me, Brian Seneca. You going to the smoker?
You going to the barn?
Go on.
Hey, you want to meet him at the barn, bud?
Meet me at the barn.
I just massaged it a little bit. I just massaged the tip. I just grabbed that little tiny helmet on the end there and just kind of rolled it in my hand.
A little lubrication, as it were. Not really.
I didn't lick it. I mean, I just rolled it.
Jude,
in
if you ain't bought the ticket, you're sadly not gonna make it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, bye.
The last I checked was right after work. There were 4 VIP tickets left. Might get a regular admission.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, that shit's bonkers. We'll get into it a little
exclusive.
more. Negative. Well, you could be not a VIP. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not cool enough to be a VIP, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to push a button. It's time for the cigar news, brought to you by Tom's Penworks. As a cigar smoker, you appreciate luxury. And as a premium cigar smoker, you appreciate handmade craftsmanship. And as a customer of Tom's Penworks, you'll appreciate the selection of custom-made, limited production items that you can show off to your friends. From handmade pens, pencils, bottle openers, cigar cases, and now custom rings, Tom will create something special for you or your loved one. Find him on the web at etsy.com/shop/Tom's Penworks. And as always, you can find the link in the description for this episode. You know what? You're missing out. Do you have enough left there to go back to it and try it?
Yeah.
Here's what I want to do.
It'll be some work.
Here's what I want to do. Next time, I'm going to take all three of them, cut and light at the same time.
Just like line them up.
I'm going to call it the Wolverine.
The Wolverine. Nice.
Let's go, baby.
Fucking go, dude.
And now we're going to take it down to some sadness.
Yeah, this part sucks.
Unfortunately, we have some sad news. Steve Zengel, founder and CEO of Los Caídos Cigars, passed away. He passed away on April 23rd after a brief illness. Zengel, who held a doctorate degree from Rutgers University in New Brunswick, had been in the cigar business for over a decade and is survived by his wife, Lori, and their sons, Will and Chris. For those of you that are not familiar with Los Caídos or with Steve's work, essentially, after losing his business to a hurricane, his cigar shop, he decided to devote his passion and his career toward raising money for fallen heroes. So truly a good guy and somebody with a commendable purpose, and a shame to lose him.
I think the best like readout of it that I saw, because I read a couple like people's posts about it and all that. I think it's Smoking Tobacco, or Matthew Tobacco is the influencer that posted it. He wrote a whole blog article on it. If you get a chance, you guys should read that. It's actually really good. It's very in depth, and it kind of goes through like,
if you see it, maybe you could share it to our group.
I'll share it to the group. He did so much for his local community. He did so much for the cigar community, for the basketball community, for the first responder community. Just the guy was in a lot of things. And I'd met Paul Palmer at my shop when I first started Demo, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to meet this guy." He's like, "Can I give him your number? Like, can I get you guys in touch?" So we talked 2 or 3 times, and Steve's like, we'll talk about the cigars later. Like, let's just talk. And just great conversation. Just a really good dude every single time. So
for sure,
definitely going to be missed.
When we talk about our draw to this hobby being the community behind it and the generosity of the individuals that partake, I don't think that you could find a better poster boy for this hobby than Steve. So you will be missed. Rest in peace, and thank you for everything that you did. And your legacy, obviously, will continue. His legacy will live on. So that's,
it sucks. It's terrible.
Being immortal.
Young, healthy dude, young-ish, healthy guy, took care of himself, all that. And, wife, kids, I think his kids are college age, or high school age. I can't remember for sure. Yeah. But that's just, it sucks.
We can't all be Jeff Scales.
Yeah,
fucking, if anybody ever beat time. Diesel Cigars and Rabbit Hole Bourbon have announced their third collaboration, the Diesel Whiskey Row Founders Collection Boxer Grail. That's a word. This is a limited edition cigar done with Justin Andrews of STG, AJ Fernandez, and Kaveh Zemanian, founder and whiskey maker of Rabbit Hole. I didn't know if that was going together right. It was interesting verbiage.
Have you ever had Rabbit Hole?
We talking about it in the wilderness or a brand of something?
Two things can be true. No, Rabbit Hole whiskey is pretty good.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll have to get into it one of these days. Diesel Whiskey Row Founders Collection was developed by Justin Andrews, blended by AJ Fernandez, and handcrafted at Tabacalera AJ Fernandez in Esteli, Nicaragua. Cigar features a proprietary aging process developed by AJ himself, and the limited edition blend is centered on proprietary Nicaraguan Habano binder leaf. How many times are they going to make me say proprietary? Selected for aging, I'm putting Sam to sleep in the handcrafted wood-fired, toasted, and charred No. 3 New American Oak barrels that aged Rabbit Oh, wow, that was a thing. Collection, Boxer Grill, Rye, Whiskey. There's a lot of words. There's too many fucking words in this shit.
Ryan said rabbit hole is delicious. So I'm not sure which rabbit hole it is he likes, but
That's
but he consumes rabbit hole.
rabbit hole
enough.
stew.
Oh,
Yeah.
rabbit's my favorite meat.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't
I'll
had
take
it.
that over a steak, dude.
I don't think I have it anytime soon either, being
After-
my daughter. Yeah, no bueno.
Oh yeah, that's a bit much.
She's got a thing for the bunnies.
The bunny. Ooh, I ate the bunny.
Banff Cigars has announced a cigar collaboration with the Shadow Warriors project, known as Shadow Warriors. Makes sense. 1+1. This is a cigar intended to honor private military security contractors. The cigar will be showcased at the 2023 Premium Cigar Association trade show, and the collaboration is described as a joint effort between Ishmael, or Ish, Olivan, owner of Banff Cigars, and Mark Oz Geist of Shadow Warrior Project. They work well together because they both have nicknames that go between their first and last. Both Olivian and Geist are military veterans, and Geist is 100% disabled veteran that served around the world in the Marine Corps and also is a private military security contractor where he was injured in the Battle of Benghazi in 2012 working for the CIA. In 2023, we're returning to Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Florida. That's right. It's the True Estate Barn Smoker event. And when I use we, it's the royal we because I'm reading their press release. We're doing things just a little bit differently this year, though, for the first time ever. By the way, this is the last because it kind of jumps back and forth between news and events. So I thought, it kind of works that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. For the first time ever, join us for a very special Barn Smoker After Dark season. Enjoy many of the Barn Smoker experiences you've grown to love with a nocturnal twist and new surprises to discover. Is this going to be a key party? Because I did not run that by the wife. I know how to find out. We'll check and see if there's somebody attending. We'll know.
Yeah,
this is your chance to meet and connect with other cigar enthusiasts, hopefully in a clean and healthy way, while enjoying the finest selection of Drew Estate cigars. Held at picturesque tobacco farms, you get a first-hand look at tobacco growing processes and see how we craft our cigars at the utmost care and precision. You'll also get to witness live demos of our unique blending techniques and sample our newest and most exclusive cigars. But that's not all.
But wait, there's more.
I was looking for it's not. I don't know what I was getting there.
No way.
Now I got to find my place again. I really do.
You'll also get.
We've also got a range of activities planned for you, including live.
So much room for activities
All right,
on the tobacco farms.
Yeah, we're good now. Including live music, great food, and beverages. You can also participate in raffles, contests, and other games for a chance to win exciting prizes. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to experience the world of premium cigars in a whole new way, so don't miss out on this amazing event. So I know what you're asking out there, Ryan Seneca. When is it? Well, it's July 15th, which is a Saturday.
Well, that's the Lancaster one because there's
correct.
There's a couple of them, right?
To be fair,
To be fair,
we are talking about the Pennsylvania one because that is the one that happens to impact us because it's attendable. Not only that, but I'm attending it. So the two different packages. I don't know if there's any left on the VIP, but the VIP is 450 plus 35 processing. So you call it 485.
Call it 500.
Yeah. With that, you're going to get 34 cigars, all different from every kind of lineup. They got the Ligas in there, some of the higher guys, a little acid here and there, a little Deadwood. But that covers that.
You might have to buy like a Bovida and turn your humidor actually to doing something.
Right. I know. So I did the math, and with my ticket and Shannon's, I'm going to end up with 80 cigars. So what is that, 2.5 weeks?
Nah, because there's a lot of flavored stuff. Bigger. So
there's actually only 2. There's one acid, and there's 1 or 2 sweet tips. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be too bad for me, actually. They do have the VIP comes with a 12-count box of the new H99 Connecticut Corojo.
Ooh.
Which I don't know that there's pricing out yet. It's not available according to Chingo. However, he anticipates that that's like a $500 schking. So could be some moolah there. Comes with all the pretty swag and stuff. The cool part for me is the normal ticket is 2 to 10 p.m. and that includes all you can eat barbecue, style dinner. And all your beverages. So they advertise it as beer, whiskey, cognac, and what's the other fancy one?
I know what you're talking about.
Brandy.
Brandy.
So yeah,
Cracks
there's
me up because
pretty
brandy
badass.
shouldn't be considered like a fancy one.
I don't know.
A fancy one.
It's my interpretation. I have no idea what the classes are. You know what I mean? Lots of cool swag, all kinds of other stuff. But if you get to VIP, which the regular P is only 150, but the VIP gets you in at noon, and they have a lunch catered for the event as well. It's only 100 people, so you get some more one-on-one time with the big boys like Jonathan Drew, Willie Herrera, and others.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited, man. It's going to be, I think, like a cool social event, a great cigar event, and also a cool experience to see what life is like on the farm. See what's going on.
See life from the other
scenes,
side. Yeah, that's
yeah.
really cool. That's one of the things that's like disappointing is right now my situation just doesn't allow it. But I really want to go to a farm. I want to go down, and check out the Aladino farm in Honduras. I want to check out, there's a bunch of different facilities I've been.
They call it Camp Aladino, but they should call it Camp Corojo.
Camp Dino. But I'm hoping I'm hoping there's.
You're gonna put your time in and establish the culture of just a tip, and then be able to train and set that up, and eventually you'll be able to participate in some more. And you're not gonna call me to cover those things because I'm going.
He's like, I'm going with you, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it ain't gonna be worth that.
I like this
whatever
one
minimum you have to give me in order to consider me an employee, just to keep me from going to the events.
This is actually really good.
Yeah,
I like this one better than the Connecticut wrapper, which surprised me because I really like the Carnitas.
I really liked it. I really liked the Connecticut. However, once we're getting through that initial draw, which seems like maybe a little more of an issue on this one.
I have no issue with mine now.
Me neither. It's fantastic.
It was tough to light.
Yeah, getting over the tip, getting over the initial.
Yeah,
was a little bit rough, but I got like a nice, like this actually really does fit the criteria of Taco Roll because I got like a beefy taste going on. I'm also doing like a weird combination of a nice sipping tequila and a Diet Mountain Dew. So I'm getting that sweetness that's bouncing in there, probably kind of canceling some things out for me, but it's nice.
Yeah, this goes a lot better with that Corlejo than it does with the Casamigos too. So I don't know, it's good. It's a little bit, it's weird because it's a little bit fuller body, but I wouldn't say it's any fuller flavor, if that makes any sense. Like it's fuller flavor, but there's not as much body.
Same strength is what you're.
No, I'm saying like
body and flavor would be the same. I would say.
So your flavor profile, you've got how much flavor is there. When I'm talking about the body with that, I'm talking about like the mouthfeel of it itself.
Fair.
Like the other one had more.
Part of the body is it?
The other one had a bit more mouthfeel to it. Where this one doesn't have that as much, but the flavor profile is definitely there. Like it's
I've been told my mouthfeel is non-existent. Didn't even know it was there. It'd be a choking hazard if it can make it all the way to the back. Mm-hmm. You ever nibble on a fleshy Tic Tac?
So it's weird. The chat on my phone keeps like resetting itself and then like making it look like there's like a whole line of chat that goes in.
He's like, "Hey, what's up?" Oh
no, that's what he said.
There.
Oh, that's what he said. That's what he said.
It's just the Seneca. Oh, this one, the cold draw, and this one is way smooth, dude. Like fucking very airy.
Oh,
draw like a straw.
Yeah, I'm gonna get through about half this one before I get into that one.
I figure I'm just gonna so I went a little slower on the first one. So now my thing is like, let's just go back to back and like do two at a time. I don't
like managing trying to keep them lit because it becomes.
This is the cream and the Oreo right here. This is the one in the middle.
It's the middle bitch.
It's got the right stuff.
The right stuff,
baby.
Oh yeah. No,
and we wonder why everybody left.
This is one that I would put in a pipe and finish it like in a pipe. I would absolutely do that with that first one, and honestly with the second one too. Like I don't want it to end.
I don't know if it's because I've just been in such a hurry to do so many things today. But I had that Eastbound and Down song. Is that Smokey and the Bandit? Never seen that movie.
You've never seen Smokey and... How have you never seen Smokey and the Bandit?
I don't know. It was like an older 80s. It would have to just fall on the TV at the right time.
Didn't you have TNT? Like it was always on.
Not really. No. Like for most of my younger days when, I'm like watching the whatever. Here's the problem. when I was younger, I had up to 13. That was it. And there's no channel 1 and there's like no channel 12 or whatever it is, however that bullshit works. So like 9 channels. But once I got a digital TV, then I was more on like Nickelodeon shit like
right.
that.
You were
know what
watching
I mean?
the age appropriate stuff.
I wasn't
age
stuck watching
designed.
whatever was on. So if it wasn't like on Fox or NBC or ABC or
you were
some
grabbing
shit.
Hey Arnold or Real Monsters. You weren't worried about Smoking a Bandit.
Action League Now.
Action League Now. Yeah. Doug.
That was a part. That was actually a segment on a different show. Huh? That was Kablam.
Kablam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That show was all right.
That was fun.
Yeah,
It was so dumb. What was the aliens from Action League Now?
Prometheus and Bob.
Yeah.
Which is funny because there's Prometheus like cutters and lighters out there in the whole world.
Whatever reason, anytime somebody says and Bob, I immediately think of Men in Black though. Like, I'd like you to meet the twins. And Bob. Fucking gets me every time. Every time, man.
I like to imagine that's how every carnal event with your wife starts when she takes her shirt off. The twins and Bob.
No, that's just drooling and sounds. That's pretty much all that exists at that point.
Yeah.
There's not much else.
There's not much that changes there. Like I see those videos all the time and I relate to it. It's like a girl walks in, closes the bedroom door, starts to take her shirt off. Husband comes flying
around.
whatever, or she hops in the shower. Same thing. It's like as soon as the shower water comes on. I've done that. Like I know where she's going. I'll sit and wait for the door. I'll wait to hear the shower curtain, and then I'm like, "You're defenseless now."
Oh yeah,
you got no choice but to let me see.
So, I don't know, probably 5-6 months ago, I grabbed one of the kids' like little tight chairs.
I'm so glad that's where you went because I imagined you just getting ready to throw a child over the shower curtain.
No. So I run up to the bathroom and I'm being as quiet as I can. So I get a bottle of whiskey. I pour some in a glass. This is like 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Fair enough. Not a role model.
I grab a cigar. I don't light it. And I sit there and I put my feet up on the tub and I just sit back and I just wait for her to open the shower curtain. I'm just sitting there like, and I just looked at her and went, showtime.
Yeah,
she's like, you're an asshole. Get out. And I was like, can't make me. She's like, yes, I can. I'm
You're
like, no,
slippery.
You're slippery. You ain't no way you're getting. She's like, damn, just get out.
Plus, all of her coordination's focused on keeping the towel in place. You know what I mean?
Shit, I took the towel before I sat down.
Because I always make
Dude,
sure.
the first thing you do is get the towel, like get rid of the towel.
Here's the power move. Right? I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hold on, no, Ryan Seneca's got you beat on whatever power move you're about to say.
Yeah, I see it.
She hates it when he throws firecrackers in there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that reminds me of the only place it could possibly be is a garage. So like they're in this hallway, and you're like, okay, what are these dudes doing? Guy takes a bottle rocket, lays it on the floor, lights it
under the door. Dude,
door.
I was laughing my ass off.
And that's a garage. Like, that's like a tech shop.
Dude, like I've seen guys like working tractor trailers. You got a large vehicle you can hide behind to sneak around. It's like you just kind of like by the tires, and you got plenty of room. We would take not me.
Royal.
People would take the red rags. And you would spray, like you'd roll it up like you're rolling up like a newspaper to make it kindling.
All right.
Spray the middle of it with ether, and then wrap it and like just keep knotting it up like 4 or 5 times. Give it a quick spritz with ether, light it, and fucking whip it under a truck. It's not enough heat to damage anybody, but it'll scare the shit out of you. And I don't care how many times it happens to you. You're fuck shit. You are out from under the truck.
Okay.
The reason that it ended was we had a dude with long hair.
Oh, for a while.
He fucking wheeled himself out real fast, and he had one of the dog bone creepers. Got his fucking hair caught in the creeper.
Oh no,
dude! It was bad. Like his head was bleeding.
Damn.
Like it pulled such a chunk of his skull out of, or his head out.
Back to the happier note. The power move is when you know your wife has the shower soon. You go into the linen closet. You get rid of all the big towels. You hide all the big ones.
Just give it the little ones.
The itsy bitsy one. You can't wrap that one. So you have to just hold it there. You know what I mean? And then you just wait for your moment. And you just a little like the tablecloth off.
Mine.
Yeah.
We've been doing this long enough. She's just whatever and just walks away. Nothing phases her anymore.
That kind of takes away some of the fun.
Yeah, she's just like, okay, bye.
The nice thing about my wife is she still hates it.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't even notice. She's like, oh yeah, you're sitting there. Yeah. You made me think of Ray Stevens. Hello, Margaret.
Don't know what that
you never heard of Hello, Margaret?
I do not know this, Margaret.
Do you know who Ray Stevens is?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I'm
bro.
imagining a blues musician.
He's a country comedian. He's not really country though, but I don't know. He did the Mississippi Squirrel Revival, Cows with Guns, the
Sounds
Streak.
like a character.
That's why they call him the Streak. Likes to show off his physique. No,
not
nothing.
familiar, no.
Man, oh,
I did not grow up in Finleyville.
Finleyburg, by the way.
Finleyburg?
Finleyburg.
Okay. Don't know what
And
that is.
I wasn't a fig.
All kind of references I'm not getting.
I was Finleyburg adjacent, so I was
Yeah.
not in, but I was close. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it does.
I've been
that
there
way.
lots of times. She wakes up. I wasn't in, but I was close.
Oh, so I get. I'm sorry. I know. I blew the
Oh,
smoke,
let's
and
go.
I'm like, what? What got the light to trip? It's the smoke in
It
here.
was-
You know what I mean?
Be shuffling.
Yeah. They want me to put smoke detectors in.
Okay. They won't pick up the cigars.
Yeah.
will
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they absolutely will. And I'm like, guys, that's not
they?
gonna.
That's why I don't have batteries.
It's
in
not
any of
gonna
mine.
work. And they're like, oh yeah, I guess not. Like, at least they were cool. Like once I called, I was like, hey, I can't. I mean, I could put them in, but
That's
they
That's
ain't
like-
gonna stay.
That's like the episode of The Simpsons when Homer's doing all of his different inventions. He's like, this is the everything's okay alarm. This noise will go off and not stop unless everything is not okay.
So my dad bought a rental property. I walked in, he's remodeling it, and he has a pyramid of probably 14 smoke detectors sitting on the counter. And I was like, damn. He's like, yeah. He's like, I had to go through, unbox them, get them ready. He's like, I got all the mounts hung. He's like, I'm just finishing that up now. He's like, but I finally got all the batteries in. He's like, and you wouldn't think it'd be bad, but it's a pain in the ass. I walked over with a cigar and I went to the stack, and every one of them starts going off. And I just left. I just walked outside. He's like, you son of a bitch.
It's like, yes, everybody in the restaurant, your table is ready.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, he was furious. Because they didn't stop.
That will happen.
So is it better off the start?
Yo,
Or-
this one is fucking boom.
Open.
Fuck.
Cold.
Not even that, but from a flavor perspective, particularly going like side by side. It's
Fire.
like, yeah, like this one's got some oomph.
Okay. You're leaning into that.
The flavor in the beginning
that
is
nicotine
just
and that
fucking
pepper just hitting it.
bang. I don't know about pepper, maybe a little bit. Dr. Pepper, you make the world taste better.
Was it 23 different flavors to make Dr. Pepper?
I can make it with just one.
Ooh. I'm pouring Dr. Pepper in a glass. That's one ingredient.
That's way less gross than what I was thinking.
Son, I was trying
Yeah.
to just reroute that
Yeah.
crashing
Yeah.
train. No?
We all go off the rails sometimes.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Often.
Ozzy. Ozzy's my hero.
On a crazy train. Is Ozzy
But
still
quite
alive?
even. Yeah. I mean, to find a life.
Right. I mean, it was pretty sad there.
I'm
For a while.
relatively concerned. Not concerned. I'm convinced that it's more like just like a weekend at Bernie's thing that's been going on for a long time, and they just more recently like found a better voice actor. You know what I mean? You get the part in the middle. It's like, ooh, that's a little rough.
Yeah,
It reminds me of the early Bender. Bender, the cartoon character.
Yeah, I know.
Because you know how the voices evolve over time. You ever
Yeah.
like you're watching a recent episode and then you start back at the
Oh,
beginning
and you're like, why is it so much
"Oof."
deeper? And like the guy
Simpsons too. Like,
yeah,
let's go out for some frosty milkshakes.
yeah. And then all of a
Like-
sudden you're like, wait, okay, oh wow. And it's the same actor. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the cool part.
Yeah, because they haven't found
They-
that sweet spot.
They didn't
yet.
learn who the
Or-
character was.
And you just have aging voices too. So like you got like the Marge. Marge has gotten rough over
Yeah.
years, bro.
She's gotten yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who's the woman that does Bart?
We just went. She was at Steel City Con. I didn't see her. Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah, I saw a clip of like her doing like rapid fire a bunch of voices. And,
Oh,
like,
no shit.
Having like she had like a 12-person conversation, like her sitting there.
I don't even know who else she does. I guess a lot of the
but
females.
It
maybe.
wasn't all Simpsons characters. It was just
Oh,
like
okay.
she just did impressions. But
I always love it when what's his face does it from Family Guy. Seth.
oh yeah, when he has like the whole scene
Yeah,
and he
the
just does it, and you're like,
Yeah,
holy
fat
shit,
man.
Q-whip. Why'd you say it that way? Q-whip.
What do you mean?
Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H? Why? Say cool. Say whip. But no, the one with her, dude. If you close your eyes, you can't tell like it's the same person at all.
Oh, sure.
Like it's insanity.
She's like you, but good.
Yeah, yeah. It has actual skill, like
Mhm.
a career out of it and shit.
I like the guy that does it in the song, like just jumps back and forth. And like they always miss one. It's like one or two. You're like, yeah,
You didn't know
But
that
then
one.
the next one's strong, and you're like, all right, you get a pass.
Yeah, there's I'm trying to think who the comedian is, but the guy does like Denzel, Shaq. I don't know. He does a ton of them, but he's another one. Like you listen to him say it, and watch him say it, and then you close your eyes and listen to it again, and you still can't picture the same. Like you still get flashes of the other people. It's wild. The amount of skill they have is just crazy.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria.
Yeah.
Dude, these cigars are fucking fantastic.
Mm.
I'm gonna go for the.
This one might be a little too airy. Now that I've gotten
it's too
into
light?
the wider part.
But it might just be that last one was really tight to start.
No. Flavor wise, you been around the block enough to know when you not necessarily it doesn't feel off, but you ever smoke something and you could tell that it's underfilled in an area.
Oh yeah.
You taste that underfill.
You just might
Like
have a
there's too
pocket,
much.
yeah.
There's too much room for air, and something happens with the combustion. So I think like this one opens better in the beginning, but I'm hitting the wider the bulb. The bulb is it where it's
The
bulbous.
bulbous region.
The bulbous
Yeah.
shaft.
Once you get around the corner,
I think
Salomon,
yeah.
it'll square right up.
I think there's going to be about a half an inch of this cigar for me on this particular one, which is a unique and difficult size that you're going to have. I'm going to have that void and I'm going to get past it and it's going to be great again.
With Salomons, I found that I like them a lot more when they're box pressed.
I don't think I'd even notice it as much if I wasn't going back and forth on two cigars at two different burn levels, but I likes it. I feel sophisticated.
I think with Salomons, the box press, and I never associated it till right now, but like you have those open areas and the box press helps to just kind of like close it and keep it more consistent by doing it that way.
Well, a box press is underfilled with the intention of being box pressed. Right. And like there's one that I think of every fucking time. When I think of underfilled cigars, there's a brand. And I hate to say it because I do love the maker of the cigar, but it's the 2012 line from Oscar Valladares. Yeah. And it sucks.
Because you fly through them, but they're good flavor.
But like I've never had a cigar that I liked so much on the initial light. Like, wow, this has got so much going on. And then it's like it all kind of dissolves into the open channel of air in the middle.
Yeah.
And then it is gone quick and kind of flumpy.
Yeah.
Or frumpy or something.
I will say like, with all that, they do hold up though. Like you can smoke it end to end, but
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it's terribly constructed or it's going to burn all, crazy. But you go, it kind of sucks. It's like, man, if you'd just if there was just a little bit more of a what's the word I'm looking for? So you have your plan, but it's the a little more execution on it.
Yeah,
it would be fantastic.
Yeah, it's like fucking salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Like the third one that we lit, it's got a lot of flavor and it's got a lot going on. But you're right, it's not peppery. This is more peppery. But together, it's like a salt and pepper thing. Like it works really well.
I feel like that cigar for me is a really, really attractive woman, and a date went really well. And you get the look, and she bends down, and the pants come down, but then she just gives you a handy, and you're like, I'm not a child. Like, put your mouth on it. You like handies?
I mean, I'm not going to complain if I can just sit back and relax.
I could do it better than it's like you're not squeezing hard enough. There's calluses. You know what I mean? Like I don't even feel that. Put your mouth on it or let's go back to our conversation. Let's just talk.
I feel like you're the kind of guy that would talk during a blowjob. It's like, you're doing great. No.
No.
I like your hair.
No, I'm trying to mess it up.
Yeah.
Ryan said, "Thank you very much." He says, "Agree. Let me do it myself." It's like, listen, you know how long I've been practicing for this? You're not going to beat my technique. Now, when you add it together and you've got multiple things happening, the blend is nice.
The blend is fantastic.
The blend is great.
Now,
Like
if we're
the
talking about
effort-
the blend, that's definitely.
I don't need the motion below, but it's nice. Like the effort's good.
yeah.
Like we're getting that with something that I normally don't. pair
You
that
get
with,
a gold star.
That's right. That's right.
No, but something about just sitting back, relaxing, and let somebody else do it. Like, yeah, I can knock this out in like 8 seconds. Like, cool, but I don't want to. I want to just, you know what? Let me sit here. Those are soft hands. These are not like.
So as much as I'm not going to last for most things, I feel like you get down and you start to. It's like, man, there ain't no way we're ever going to finish this. Your arm will fall off.
Exactly, and that's half the fun. It's like watching them suffer. Is like, you could just like, all done. No, oh okay. You do you, boo.
I don't know.
Because you're not doing me.
It's like, if you took that other hand.
You reconsidering now?
We're considering who?
No.
I know what the options were.
I thought you were heading towards a Letterkenny reference.
I did not. I did not know that I was presented with options. I might not have made it to that episode.
It's one of the first. We've
I
talked
just
about a lot.
forgot it blew over.
It's the one that I was talking about when we got that picture of Trey Mac that I just reposted. The butts holes.
Nah.
Yeah, take that other hand and that's why I thought you were going with it.
I mean, you could spice it up real quick,
It don't need to be spicy. It just needs to be done.
It's like a shot's nice and a beer's good.
But
sometimes
beer.
a Boilermaker.
Yeah.
Car bomb.
There you
Let's go.
Fuck, dude.
You want to get fucked up. You want to get it over faster with? You trying to get there?
We were just talking about that.
Put those two together.
Talking about that yesterday. I went into the shop, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and it was a Sunday, Saturday night. We just did like buku car bombs, like 8 car bombs, and then ran out of Guinness, so we started doing them with black IPAs, and then we ran out of whiskey. So we started doing it with a 68% scotch.
When you started doing the
was
black
just like,
eyed peas, you start, tonight's gonna be a
dude,
good
I don't
night.
remember most of the night. And then I met my dad at the shop at 7 a.m. and I walked in and I'm getting ready to do stuff. And he's like, "What are you doing today?" I said, I got some electrical to do. And he looks at me and he goes, "No, you're fucking not." I was like, "What?" He's like, "I smelled you when you came in. You aren't doing electric today." And I was like, "Fair enough. What am I doing today?" He's like, "Just meander around for a bit." He's like, "Well,
Same thing you do every day, Pinky."
try and take over the
No, meander.
yeah.
Narf.
Oh yeah, Narf is him. Schnarf was Schnarf.
I don't know Schnarf.
You don't know Schnarf? It was He-Man.
No. Yeah. Didn't do a lot of He-Man.
No,
The toys, yes.
was it
the
He-Man
cartoon,
or was it
no.
Thundercats?
I don't know. I think you're off at a different one. Because actually, I've watched the new Guardian or the new Masters, the first season, and that did not come up. There was no Schnarf. There's no.
Seneca,
Now,
who's Schnarf from?
I don't know anything about Schnarf,
SHNARF.
but I know about Schneef.
You ever Hoover Schneef?
Let's not talk about Hoover. We don't talk about Hoover. No.
You want to go back talking about buttholes?
Same thing.
Oh, he doesn't remember. Damn it.
Hell if I know.
I'm gonna look it up
There
because
we
I
go.
can.
That's right.
Because I've
We can
got
do it.
technologies.
We got the power of
Oh.
Bowser.
What the fuck? What is Schnark? I didn't type Schnark. I typed Schnarf.
Baby Snark. Hell
Snarf.
if I know.
Thundercats, yeah. Schnarf.
Yeah, but that's not what you said at first. You
But I said He-Man, or maybe it was
I never watched no Thundercats.
Thundercats. Ho.
Yeah,
Oh,
never
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Never did.
pretty much all he says in the entire show is Schnarf. Like his name is Schnarf. He's the original Groot. Schnarf, because he's from. Oh no, he didn't come out until the 80s. Dude, my kids are. I love Bluey, but there's an episode of Bluey where he's like, "Let me tell you a story."
See,
Takes
for me,
place in
I
a
don't know what
wild,
that is.
wild dude. You would enjoy Bluey.
Bluey to me is when it's like, all right, just let me do it myself before I get Bluey.
Bluey balls.
And if you do it real good, I'll go Cub Bluey.
Dude, the best compliment I've ever had is we had the kids at the playground, and a lady, my kids are playing with her grandkids, and she walks over. She's like, "Did you ever see the show Bluey?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You are the dad from Bluey," and I was like, "Thank you." Like, dude, he's on it. But he's.
I can personally promise you that this is the least relatable thing to the audience that we have that we've ever.
I'm going back to the 80s part. Oh no! If you guys haven't watched Bluey, just like look up there's a couple banned in the U.S. episodes because it's an Australian show.
Okie dokie.
And it's hysterical. But so the dad's telling him stories. He's like, "Let me tell you about a wild time called the 80s." He's like, "We didn't wear helmets, all this." My kids all the time are like, "Dad, did you do this in the 80s?" I'm like, "Did I do what? Did you guys have fish in the 80s?" Motherfucker, yeah, we had fish in the like. Shut up, little bastards! Like, make me feel old.
Making me old.
Oh, like, and the best part is, like, they'll leave the room. My wife will be like, "We don't even remember the 80s." Like, not really. Like, we're 86, 85. Like, how much of the 80s do you really remember? Like, I think, I was at my grandparents' house in
I was
Florida
only
one
alive
time.
for half of it.
Yeah, like, I don't remember any of that.
But I do remember those goddamn commercials and the TV show intros.
Mm-hmm.
Life
So I put the kids on the bus in the morning. I get the kids ready and I take care of that. And my wife goes down and works, and then she comes up, kisses the kids goodbye, and then takes a shower and then goes back to work. So usually when I'm putting the kids on the bus is when she's getting in the shower. I'll come in the house, I'll hear the shower on, and I'll just go. And I'll just hear her start laughing because she knows I'm coming up there.
And then you whip the shower curtain open real fast. And
No,
then you,
God, no.
Then
no.
you got. Then
That's
you got
how you get killed. That's
then-
how you die.
Then you get the sad face because you go, "Are you ever going to take that Junkies hoodie off?"
If I walked into the bathroom and whipped the shower curtain open, I guarantee you she would just start singing "Dumb Ways to Die." Like, all right, fair enough, woman.
That's a good way to go out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way to go out. Yeah. I'm down with it.
Worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Seneca struck me as a Thundercats guy.
Have you seen the recent trend with the reels or the talks or whatever they call these things, where the dude's got the timer on his phone and the chick on the bed, and she's got to do the pelvic thrusts as long as she can?
Dude, I
It's
mean,
like, come on, faster,
keep trying
faster.
to remind.
Nope, keep going. We're almost there. Quit! Stop! What are you doing?
Yeah, I keep wanting to just be like, "Hey, woman, we're doing this. Like, we're gonna try this. Like, we're not gonna record it, but I want to see how you do.
Like, even me, like, I've got zero endurance, which is fortunate because I don't need it because of the other endurance. However, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't last this long.
Yeah,
I
like,
can tell you that.
there's a lot of work going on in that.
And sometimes, like, when I'm having a good day, that's the problem, right? Where you go, like, "Oh no, this is a little too quick. God damn it!" And then you got to some days where you're like,
Okay, so you're saying my
Okay.
back hurts. Like, let's just get this over with.
No.
Yeah.
It's like I'm out of breath and I'm losing blood. Like the blood's starting to have to go to other places because I'm in terrible shape. And it's like, so you're racing back and forth, and it's like, okay, gotta get worked up. Oh no, a little bit too soon.
Down,
Grandma.
Too much, not enough. Too much, not enough. Too much. Son of a bitch.
Like, Lois Griffin. Peter Griffin. Lois Griffin.
Peter. Fucking New England accent kills me. Dude, I'm going to say fucking 10 out of 10. These things are fantastic.
The last one for me, I'm still with
I'm really just getting into it. Like, the flavor was awesome, complimenting the other one, but
flavor across the board, man. Tobacco selection, blend fantastic.
beautiful. Yeah.
However, I mean, and I'm not even putting it as a negative because it's a tough shape, man. It's a tough shape, tough size, great components, and who knows? We're early on humidification. Nah, it's probably not. It depends on
like
how new they've been delivered.
These are the three bears. Like, this is Goldilocks of cigars.
I agree with that.
Like,
to
too
a
tight,
large degree.
too loose, just right. And then the first one was the just right. Like, it was spot on. But
Never
but
met
the
one
second
that
one
was too tight or too loose.
Well, but no, the second one was great once it opened up.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? If you're smoking something with that type of foot on it, that's what you get. Like, it's gonna happen. Get over it.
Yeah, Captain. Let's go. Let's go indeed. However, let's go into the events.
Ooh, it's eventful.
Ooh, it's eventful. Tonight, 22 minutes ago.
I didn't
If you're
hear
not
about
there
this.
already, it's probably a little late. However, you can rush on down because at 7 p.m., it's the Smokin' Blues at Off the Rails Barbecue. That's right. Catch Pittsburgh's favorite cigar blues band and some badass barbecue in
Badass.
Verona.
Verona.
Yeah,
My Verona.
that was last week. That was what we named the episode. It was my.
Patino, yeah.
That's right. Sunday, April 29th. Pittsburgh Pipe Show and Nelson Wagostos in Greensburg. Nelson Wagostos Cigars is excited to announce that they will be working with the fabulous people at La DC to host the 2023 La DC Pittsburgh Pipe Show, the ultimate pipe event you do not want to miss, unless you don't give a fuck about pipes, in
Then
which
I guess
case
you can
miss it, you know. Hell yeah, miss. Star Wars Day, my favorite, Thursday, May the 4th.
May the 4th be
Be
with
with
you.
you. Pedro Gomez of Drew Estate takes over Superior. Pedro is the factory spokesman of Drew Estate, the unofficial mayor of Esteli, Nicaragua, and an honorary Bucks fan. Poor guy. Pedro and Tom will have deals on all Drew Estate and Hoya de Nicaragua cigars. Special event only deals, swag, and cigars. As always, smoke superiorly with Pedro and Superior Smoke Shop.
Every
crew.
time somebody says Hoya, I just think Hoya.
Hoya!
Yeah. Hoya. Hoya.
I'm
Hoya.
down with it. Saturday, June the 10th, it's back.
Yeah.
The Crawl, Western Pennsylvania's
Crawl.
premier one-day cigar event.
Bum,
The
bum,
Crawl will be
bum.
traveling to cigar stores near you. It will spend approximately 2 hours at each of 5 cigar stores in the Pittsburgh area. And that way their crawlers will have time to shop for great discounts and smoke their favorite cigars. If you like cigars, you like making friends for life, you will love this event. For more info, check out the PCC events tab.
So definitely for out of towners, like anybody who's not from Pittsburgh, it's a great way to check out a couple of shops.
I'm
too.
sorry, what was that? You mean out of tanners?
Out of towners. Yeah, if you're an out of towner, you might want to give the cigar crawl a little checkarooski because like it's gonna hit 5 shops in the local regions there.
Then you can go to Permanis and that.
Don't go Permanis.
Save yourself some time. Get some Icy Light and Turner's tea in one convenient package that tastes like poo.
Yeah. Let's see. I was trying to find something, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Damn it.
Man, I'm really starting to get sad about the jukebox, man.
Yeah.
She's losing it.
I actually
I wonder
have
how hard it would be.
It's been driving me nuts. Like I keep having to do that, and I'm like, I don't want to comment on it because I know that like that's emotional. Like, that's
that's emotional, but that's emotional.
Oh,
Hey.
emotional.
Yeah,
cool, yeah.
wordplay.
Well, wordplay, eh? Emotion.
Hear it for Oscar Wilde.
Oh,
Wickedy wickedy whack.
Wickedy whack. So what else is good? What else is going on? What do you have coming up like in your life? Not like these events, but like what else you got coming up events wise?
I got to work in the woods. Hopefully not get rained on. I am going to. So what I've decided is where I hunt. Seems like the deer are primarily up the hill, and I have no ambition of being up the hill with them. So my intention is to get the deer to come to me.
Mhm.
I figure it's way easier to get them to come to me than me to go where they are. Because first of all, I'd have to know where that is. Then I'd have to move my shit to that. Deer,
Come here, deer.
So yeah, we actually got quite a few projects slated for tomorrow. We're putting up 2 new tree stands. Art's got one of them up already, so 3 more trail cams. And then we're gonna try to clear some ground. And I literally have 5 different types of food plot seeds.
Nice.
Like there's
You're gonna
thrown or
motivate them.
varieties.
Yep.
Yeah, the idea is so essentially like back in the day when the people that we were attached to this property through, when they were hunting that area, there were 2 orchards back there. We still refer to them as the first and second orchard, but they don't have any fruit-bearing trees back there anymore. They haven't for a long time.
Yeah.
So essentially what happens is like the main food source back there's not a lot of farm fields or whatever. Like they are in the area, but not there.
Yeah.
And it's a funnel, this valley. So like the deer have their paths and they primarily stay up on those hills and they kind of come and go, but they're just kind of moving through. However, the last year was bad because we got no acorns. You usually get a lot of heavy acorns, but on the other hand, like that makes going up and down those fucking hills treacherous.
A nightmare,
as
yeah.
Fuck. So
Ball bearings.
essentially what I'm trying to do is change their patterns of activity based on having food
Right.
to go, okay, we're going to
Accessibility.
come up and down here. So I got like a mineral block. I got some ground minerals and a bunch of different types of things. I got like clover. I've got beets. I've got all kind of shit. And we're just going to kind of put some stuff in different areas, see what works.
Let it happen.
Move the trail cams around a little. Well, we'll be able to get some hits on them, check on them and stuff. So basically, now that I have time to invest in it and go, okay, I'm going to get more than 1 day per season to get out there and actually hunt. It's like, okay, I got more time in the spring too. So let's try to establish something here and
get something to actually give them a reason
if
to come
you
down.
grow it, they will come.
Hopefully. No, we did. I had some friends from Virginia.
If not, there's always Pornhub.
I had some friends from Virginia come up and stay with us, and they wanted to hunt. That's what they came up for. So I called a friend of mine that lived down the street, and I was like, hey, they need like a good place. They want to go up in their stands and do archery and like actually hunt. He's like, oh, okay, meet me. So I go to his place. He's like, put their stand there. Don't walk past this line. Don't go this way at all for any reason. He's like, walk up this way. Put him in that stand. He says, I promise by 8:30 in the morning, they'll be done. Okay. So we get there first day and I take them to their stand locations. You could fucking see the yellow haze in the fog of the reflection of the amount of corn this motherfucker put down. And I was like, dude, what are you doing?
That's not illegal at all.
It's not.
No.
Because we were hunting on state game lands. We didn't cross that line. The fact that he spread his waste corn on his property.
I see.
But it was like, what the? So they just came out of all of them. Like, it was crazy. There was just
like you may as well have had a fucking sheepdog behind him.
I was like, do you guys want a buck or a doe? And they're like, what? I'm like, dude, wait till you see what's coming. We got the first deer. We didn't have the stand up yet.
No shit.
Like we get the stand like attached to the tree. It's a climber. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'm going to go up and then, tie off my bow. And okay, yeah, no problem. So I'm standing there. I turn around and her husband goes, fuck your bow. Whap! And just fucking nails it. And I was like, that's kind of a dick move. And he's like, dude, what was I going to do? I'm not going to miss the deer. And I was like, bro,
that's what I'm here for.
Did you look around when we got here? Like, and it's dark out and you can see the gold. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
The amount of
I
corn.
used some of that.
So I went back the next day or like 2 days later. It was like this thick. Like 2 acres of corn. Like this thick. Like, what the? So he plants soy all year.
Yeah.
And we're talking, this place is 95 acres, 100 acres, something like that. So, I mean, we're talking a big plot of land to begin with.
Aye.
And he does a couple of things with it. And then all of a sudden, he's got corn plots. And apparently what's the theory? There's some way that he gets away with it. It's all legal because nobody hunts his property.
Yeah.
He puts his waste corn in his soy fields for fertilization.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to,
and
then
like
he doesn't have to change his food plots.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, no one's ever harvested the soy. No one's ever harvested the corn.
Yeah.
Except to put it down in the soy.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
That's funny.
And dude's been doing this for 50 years.
I've got a variety, like a ridiculous variety. Not only that, but I actually got this shit called Incognito, and essentially it's a mix of stuff that's supposed to grow 7 to 10 feet tall within 60 to 80 days.
Damn.
Yeah. So the idea is you plant it as a barrier to be able to get in and out of your stand unseen.
Oh, that's cool.
So I don't really think, because of the fact that you're coming through the valley, there might be some areas that could function. I'm going to try it. like thin strips of it.
Okay.
But I'm going to try to use the majority of it for the open field in this orchard where I'm going to plant the best crops or the most kinds and like hope that's what's going to take. I'm going to do the perimeter with that stuff so that the deer hopefully feel like a security, like, oh, I can wander in here even in the daylight because there's visual obstructions to help me stay out of sight.
Is it an apple orchard?
I don't know what kind of orchard it was, no, because there ain't nothing no more.
So like the trees are gone or nothing bears fruit on the trees anymore?
I don't know that there are fruit bearing trees or not, because I've been going there for decades. It's not that, I know some will stop for a while and then start again or whatever. I've been going there long enough, it would have started again.
Yeah.
It's over.
Like apple trees, you have to have male and female trees.
Yeah. No, I don't know. They used to be what they are, now they're not.
Yeah.
It's not that anymore. They just still call it that because that's what they knew it as before.
Yeah, that's the history of it.
So the idea for me is okay, let's create a reason for them to come in, and then maybe an environment for them to feel comfortable going through the daytime. And it's like right on, it's just this little opening in otherwise just thick ass woods.
Nice.
So, but it is at that bottom of the valley, and I don't think it's on their normal travel path because they do come in there, but like it's actually my trail cam when I had my mineral lick in there, and that was all. It was like between 12 and 3 in the morning that they would come. You would never see anything close to daylight. So it's like, okay, let's try to motivate them. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Worst thing that could happen is the same thing that every year.
Right. And meanwhile, I just got lucky where I was at because I had the water on my property off the porch. I had the water on this side and then all the bedding and everything over on this side. So like they had to come through to get a drink.
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
Well, I'm thinking even too, if I did a little bit of a patch of that tall stuff, maybe that could be a bedding area. But I've got that stuff that I have that just grows wild back behind my pond. I thought about trying to do some transplants of that because that turns into a natural deer bed because it grows up as high as it can and then it bends over.
So it gets
and it creates
on itself.
Like the donut cake pan. Mm-hmm. It kind of creates that donut dome where it comes in from, spreads to the outside. And deer sleep in that shit in my backyard all the time.
Nice.
But I don't know how successful that would be. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the new members of the group.
Ooh, who we
what
got?
shall we? It's funny because I looked at the number and I'm like, oh, we didn't get anybody because it's the same number as last week. However, we must have gotten rid of some people, and now we have some new people, and we'll find out if these new people are real. One of them ain't. The last one, eh?
That trophy. Don't even read it.
Oh, don't read that. Don't read that. The names are okay above?
Yeah.
Okay, then we have no participation trophy. But we would like to say a hearty welcome.
Welcome.
To James William.
What up?
To Chaco Jin.
What up?
I never seen a name without a vowel in it before. Maybe it's Chaco JN.
Or maybe it's, JC Newman. It's abbreviation for something that he does. His name may not actually be his name.
Well, where's the C? Mitch Hubler or Hubler and Chuck August.
Hello, Chuck August.
What?
Yeah.
What do we? All that thought, Sam, that you're putting into the Junkies, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it did you put into what we're smoking next week?
Next week, we're going to be smoking the Tirade from Dissident, and we're going to have a special guest on with us.
Oh.
It's going to be Josh Coburn of Dissident.
Okay.
And he's going to be joining us via Zoom.
Oh.
Yeah. We did talk about it.
Yeah, but I conveniently forgot when it was.
It's going to be our beautiful Cinco de Mayo episode. So we're going to be smoking the Tirade, which is a San Andreas wrapper. I figured, find a Mexican San Andreas wrapper for that. Had we thought about it ahead of time, we would have probably done these.
Yeah.
But mistakes were made. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll be doing the Tirade from Dissident. Josh will be joining us. It should be fun, dude. He has such a cool personality. Like he's a cool person. I follow him on social media, and even if I wasn't into cigars, like he's just
a cool personality or a cultured personality.
No, cool personality. Like
cultured personality.
He does a thing every day where like every day he does a post where he just walks out, grabs a postcard, and it's like grab life by the balls, or else it'll grab your balls and flings the card, and it's just like his fun thing he does every day.
Check.
But it's cool, and then Sin Coburn, she's cool as hell as well. Yeah, she's a character. If you guys don't know who she is, just Google. Like, she's cool as hell, but she wasn't available for it. She's out and about doing other things.
I haven't seen anything yet that says I can't do any film or media. So I'm going to choose to believe that I can until I'm told that I can't. At the event in July. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to have... I've been looking at inexpensive gimbal options, handheld gimbals, that I can put in the hands of the intern, as it were.
Nice.
And maybe, catch some clips or do some short little things. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I figure why the hell not?
If nothing else, I'll bring the lapel mics back over.
Yeah. I considered that too. I actually want them soon.
Yeah.
Because I'll have to play
with
them
them and learn them and all that.
Yeah. So we can hopefully get some halfway decent sound that we can put together with it. But we'll see how it goes.
I wonder what the battery, because you got to find out what the battery life's like on them. And then if nothing else, you and the intern could just wear them and just catch your conversations the whole time and just be like, oh, yeah, remember when you said that funny thing?
I doubt they're that good since they've been sitting for a while. The shelf life's probably running. Like, they'd be fine to turn on and get what we need and turn them off and save. But I don't know. It'd be one of those things
the
we'll
shot
just
to
goof around
see what
with.
they do.
All right, cool. Well, we got places to be and places to go. So what do you think? What's your wrap up, yo?
I think if you don't try these, you're dumb.
Yeah,
they're fucking fantastic. So great cigars. Rojas knocked it out of the park again. I really enjoyed it. And you?
Yeah, very much the same. Really good flavor profiles, great blends, excellent size. I think for me, the one issue is to smoke more of them and find out how consistently. There seem to be rough draws and too much draws, and I would imagine with a company like Rojas, it's probably going to be consistently better than it is worse. But I mean, that's I don't want to make an ass out of you and me just yet. Although that does seem to be our MO, doesn't it?
No, I mean, the draw issues we had were negligible. Like, that one definitely opens up and it's very airy, but I prefer a cigar that's a little bit more open. I don't think mine was as much as yours was, because mine wasn't uncomfortable by any means. The tight draw was, once I burned through it,
that was right. Getting over the hill was fine.
Yeah, once you got through it, it was perfect. I didn't cut to get to mine, but I toughed it out a little bit and burnt through with the lighter, and it was.
I also might be more sensitive to the underfill and on my palate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it could just be me. It might be something that other people are like, woohoo, and it's fantastic. I don't know.
Okay.
One thing I do know is if you're in the Pennsylvania area and you have Facebook, you should be checking out the PACC, Pennsylvania Cigar Club, and the Pittsburgh Cigar Club, or the PCC groups, as well as ours. If you're not already, get in the Cigar Junkies podcast Facebook group where all the fun happens. You can join us every Friday at 6 p.m. when we air the show live to said group. Catch us on YouTube, your favorite podcast platform, and you can get our swag at thegalaxyboutique.com.
Ooh, hit like and subscribe. Salud.